Hi everyone, my name is MadMatt Lugos. Welcome back to Until Dawn. So, last time Sam and Mike, well, Sam rescued Mike first of all, and then they sort of pieced together Hannah's story and figured out that she is in fact one of the Wendigos. And they are in fact being stalked by what I presume is Hannah in Wendigo form. Sam has climbed up to the surface. Mike and Josh, who seems to have pulled himself together somewhat, and now trying to find their way out through the mines, which I don't really get. I don't know why they couldn't have climbed out. Josh wasn't really physically injured. I might have missed something. I'm kind of at my limit now. I'm obviously going to finish the game, but I get the feeling that there's quite a bit left in terms of our escape. I know there's only 1 hour until dawn, but nobody is safe. I'm particularly worried about Chris and Emily. Um, but I've no idea. So let's get going. Yeah, we're here with Josh, who doesn't have a torch. We know Josh is at risk. Important discovery. I thought we already looked at that. Maybe Josh hearing the truth about the monster is dependent on whether Sam or Mike are actually dead or something. So the relevant ones here are this one. I mean, that seriously implies that he's going to turn into one. But this also here implies that he could get killed by one. Because loss is death. So Paige was asking, I probably could have avoided Ashley's death if I would have got a totem about her death. I think that's this one, and I've missed that. I presume these three are ones that I've missed. These are the only three left that we can find. Apparently there was a totem that showed Ashley getting her head ripped off, which might have made me a little bit more cautious in that section. I'm fairly sure there wasn't. No, that's Jess. That's Emily. That's Matt. That's Josh. That's Beth. Or Hannah. That's Matt. That's Mike. That's Chris. That's Emily. And that's Sam. I think we've avoided that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think we've avoided that one. We've avoided that one. That's not happened yet. That's not happened yet. That's not happened yet. And obviously that's happened. In terms of loss, that's not happened yet. We've avoided that one. We've not got there yet, and we've not got there yet. Okay. Things are...
You didn't have to hit me so much, man. Yeah, I'm sorry about before, man. I thought you killed Jess. I was wrong.
That's a totem. Imagine if they used a totem as a trap. That'd be such a Dark Souls thing to do. That's all white. That's a white totem. No! That is my worst nightmare. So that's Sam, obviously. That's Sam back in the lodge, having to stand still. I've got my cushion ready for that. So... So we've only got 2 totems left. Is he limping? He could have climbed up there, man. This feels very plot devicey sending them back in, man. Is this the way we came in? Oh, dude, Hannah's in Wendigo form is right there. Right there. Be careful, Mike.
No.
Ashley's head's gone.
I didn't want you to die.
Are we going back in the water? Seriously? Oh man, I'm bricking here, man. Oh Mike, don't do it, man. Oh. There's got to be another way. Oh. I don't want to get in the water, man. Right, okay. Okay. Oh my god. Get out of there. Mike!
Oh! No, you're not real! No, you're not! Hello! Oh! 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 No! No!
Oh, why is he in the mines as well? Can already hear them. Can already hear them, man. Good lord, Jess.
Is that you? Jesus, Jess. What the hell happened to you? How the fuck are you still alive?
He's the only one who doesn't know about the Wendigos. Informer.
There's something been going on tonight. Someone really fucking with us up here.
No,
What?
it's not someone, it's something.
Jess, you had a pretty rough night.
Shouldn't have gone with that option.
It's pretty confusing.
No, I'm telling you.
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, God.
Can you move?
Yeah.
Come on, Jess.
Oh. Right, where the hell are we? Right, so we have some relevant totems for this. Save yourself. I found Jessica. Josh heard the truth about the monster. Josh recognized Hannah and Hannah recognized Josh. Strange that the tattoo would stay on. I suppose it does go. What is it, like subdermal? Whatever you'd say. Jessica was still alive. Alright. So the relevant one here is it this one? No. This one. I do think that one we've succeeded in because she doesn't have the coat on, so I think we're safe with that one. Jessica doesn't have any death totems. She could still have more lost totems though, to be fair, couldn't she? I think we might have avoided that one. Can you see the tattoo? I can't make it out if you could see the tattoo. Yeah, we're a mile off that and that. Done that one. Done that one. That's an important one. Maybe I'm going to have a similar decision. I don't need to connect to the network, dude. Go away. This looks similar to the... What are you doing with the music? Really? Really? No, just no, guys. Don't know how the character traits affect possible events. I'm sure they do. Sorry, the music's just put me on edge, man. Don't know which way to go. I feel like we're about to get jumped. How am I supposed to know which way's a good way here? There's one super close, man. It's... Oh, no, just no. I have to have a look back at this, not that one. There's just no clue as to where that is. Other than the only clue is that it looks like it's hitting him with a rock. Right? Alright. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What's that? Oh, that's a totem. I thought it was a rock. Well, there are rocks, but that's guidance. Huh. That kind of feels very similar to the death one. So basically, we cannot blow up anything in the lodge until everyone's outside. Yeah? Because that's Mike and... Okay, I've seen a third person in that one now. Yeah, there's a leg and then there's someone who stands up. I think that's Emily on the ground. possibly Chris or Sam. Okay, don't know where on earth we're supposed to be going. Where'd you get the boots from? I don't know how we're supposed to avoid this encounter with the rock, with Matt getting smashed in the head with the rock. We're on the other side.
Which way?
Oh God, run, run, run!
Jess, come on. Come on, come on.
Are you serious?
Holy crap.
Oh, breakthrough, dude. Oh, this is, he's dead. I've killed both of them. He's dead. Oh man, I can't believe that. I felt a bit cheap. But she was limping, she was walking slow. Should have hid. I mean, obviously I just didn't think quick enough, but thinking back to Mike and the wolf, when it would have been better to barricade than run, it seems that if you have the choice to run or do something else, running is always a bad idea because they sense movement. I should have twigged that. That's such a stupid mistake. Yeah, that's a real stupid mistake. And survived? Alright, great. Matt's story's over. Weird. Weird that they've just told me. Okay, he's like, hey, I survived even though I just killed Jessica. Oh, sorry. Last thing I need to look at is this death here. I think there's more chance that that's related to this one, right? We've got a few that are related like that. Yeah, I think that's definitely this. Just because of the lighting. Yeah. that don't move that came on for Matt, I had my hand off the controller. That was very close. Should I really be looking at alternate paths at this point? I don't know. Is this an important decision, left or right here? I mean, I don't have any information. The high path or the low path? That's what you're telling me, right? I'm gonna go high path. Maybe not. Stop it. Is that a totem? Oh, nearly missed it. Danger as well. Well, I think that's the last one we're going to find. That's in the lodge. There's two of them in the lodge. Ah, I know where that is. Oh, that's in the cinema. Yeah. Yeah, that's in the cinema. So there's two of the things in the lodge. This is as complete as I'm going to get the events of the past video, so let's have a look at it now again.
Grandfather could not defeat it. Sometime after, the prospectors came to mine this mountain until a cave-in trapped them in and woke the and driven mad murderers, cannibals, eating. Taunt them with fire. And after all these years, after many moons and many hunts, the Machu Picchu still roamed free out of the... Until one night, a year ago, I was finally able to get him in my sights. But we were not alone in the woods that night. While I was tracking the Machu Picchu, it was tracking something else. The Machu Picchu forced your friends over the mountain. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't save your friends, but I could avenge them. I hunted the Wendigo down and I doused it with fire. The Machu Picchu was dead.
Right. Still kind of annoyed about Jess, but it's my own fault. Like I said, I should have. You should never pick run, really. Well, I don't know. So what I imagine is going to happen is there's going to be a lot of them gathered in the lodge. We're going to have to find the right combination of decisions that gets all of the characters out and all of the Wendigos in, and then we blow the place up. Because there's a lot of deaths around the place blowing up. That's Mike dying inside, with him not triggering the explosion. This is Mike dying inside, with him triggering the explosion. That's Sam dying inside. No. 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 And that's with at least 3 of them outside. Matt's safe already, so I've saved one person. It seems. Oh, and there's this one. Let's not forget about that one. So Emily, Mike, and Sam can all die in the lodge, and we have one lost totem we haven't found yet. Which I'm guessing is the one about Ashley, actually. So I think we've got all the death information we have for the characters that are still alive. That, honestly, that's the biggest jump scare I've had in a while, and it was just a raven or a crow. It's always the pause menu, man. There, of course, could be deaths that have not been predicted. There's one here. This looks like this is my only choice. I'm sorry with the pause menu, guys. I'm just on edge. I'm so on edge. Don't want to lose Sam. I don't want to lose Sam, man. I really don't. She seems like the most level-headed person in this entire story, doesn't she? She's not manipulative. She's not immature. She likes a bit of classical music. She's not in any sort of, you know, love triangles or like annoying relationships. You know, she's quite forthright. I mean, there's no alternative path, right? This is the only way forward. If this isn't the only way forward, then this is a huge mistake, but... Shush!
Terrible.
Gonna look worse if we stay out here. Come on.
go.
Not good.
What do you think we should do?
We should check the basement. Might be someone left down there.
Mike! Swear to God, if it wasn't for Mike playing the hero, everyone would be fine. They would have just holed up in that cage in the basement. There's no way they would have got through. Mike just, I mean, Josh is going to die anyway now, right? There's no way we can save Josh. Then it just would have been Matt and Jess left to save. I'm so on edge, man. I can't take much more, man. Right, we need to try and ascertain the location here. There's Mike, right? So I can't get the layout in my head. Stop it. Where are we exactly in the lodge? So we're going to be in the big front room where there's the TV on the wall. There's the 3-seater facing the telly, and then there's the 2-seater at a right angle. Mike's going to be stood behind the 3-seater, staying still over there. We're going to be with Sam, stood at the doorway that leads in there, right? So in that living room area, there's the 2 couches. There's the 2 couches, and then behind this couch, so hang on. Mike's going to be here. Mike's going to be here. Sam is going to be sort of here, and the stairs are there. I think that's right. And then the front door to the house is then sort of behind Sam. I don't know where we are at the very minute though. Where do we go, Mikey? I think we're kind of upstairs, aren't we? I'm not exploring. Yeah, it's going to happen now. This is going to happen now. As soon as we come down the stairs. No. No, this is the bit in the cinema room, right? Don't want to do this, man. Don't want to do this. Wait. We're dead.
Your greater chances of survival. Hmm?
I'm trying not to think about it. Go, go, go!
Jeez.
Oh, shit!
that Hannah?
We have visual. The main structure is completely destroyed.
My God.
Hold on. I'm seeing something. It looks like there are survivors. Let's pick them up.
What about Josh? Oh, it's over. Oh. That mean Josh survived? Sorry, Jessica.
The old man, I don't know how to describe him. I mean,
Interview
You
room.
thought he was stalking you at first. Did anyone else in your group think that?
well, yeah.
Is it possible Ray could have killed him?
What? No. No, you don't understand. Don't you
And
understand?
if he attacked you,
He saved my life. And I watched him die.
He held it right up to my face. Right here, right in front of my nose, and he could have shot me. He almost shot me, the prick. I mean, you go out with a guy for however long and
Oh
you
my
think you know
God.
him, but man,
After an
this one really
experience
takes
like
the
that.
cake.
I was right there, and I could have done something. I tried to do something. It wasn't good enough.
So Hannah was saving us.
He was out of his fucking mind. He wanted to hurt us. Okay? And I thought he was the one who attacked Jess.
I thought we were close. Three sisters disappeared. He'd come and talk to me. He said I was the only one who understood him. I thought we had a connection.
If you need someone to talk to,
I'm fine.
sometimes, after a traumatic experience,
I said I'm fine.
Where's Matt? Is he okay? Are they done looking at him? I'm just a little worried because, I'm his girlfriend. Did he tell you that? I mean, I probably wasn't his favorite person there for a couple minutes, but he knows how devoted I am to him. He knows. He said he knows, right?
You need to listen to me. I don't care if you believe me or not. Doesn't matter because you will. You need to go down to the mines.
what's in the mind, Sam?
I've seen what's down there, and I'd give anything to unsee it.
Oh, it's over. Oh my God. Curse all of you who recommended that. The curse of the Wendigo upon you all. Oh. So I don't know, that surely means that Josh is alive, right? If Hannah was the Wendigo saving everyone, killed all the other Wendigos. I don't know what my face will have looked like in those don't move sections. It must have been absolutely ludicrous. Get the music down. Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. We saved 5, maybe 6 of 8. Is that right? Only Ashley and Jessica definitely died. I don't think Josh died. I didn't really. I was concentrating too hard on the don't move bits, even during the cutscenes while they were fighting. I was concentrating too hard on not moving. I was genuinely starting to, even though I had map control, I plonked on this cushion to try and help me. Like, thank God I wasn't because I sometimes play with my desk so I can stand up and play. Sometimes I play sat down, and that's one of the main reasons. Wait, was it? I don't know. I can't remember if I was stood up when I was playing. I don't think I was actually when I moved with Emily's. No, when I did the original one with the squirrel in the tutorial one, I was stood up and I could not hold that still. So thankfully, Shannon told me about, you really need to concentrate on those bits, and I know how nervous I get. There was no way I could have done that freehand, so I just had it planted there. Yeah, I'm gonna presume that the Wendigo that was fighting the other Wendigos was Hannah. So that would lead me to believe that Josh is alive. Because we had that one with the danger totem, didn't we? Where he was half Wendigo. But I don't know how you'd get there. I really don't know how you'd get to that point. Yeah, how would he get to that point? That would mean he'd need to be attacked by one of the other Wendigos, not Hannah. Hannah obviously meant us no harm because she pulled Mike under but didn't do anything to him, did she? Oh my god. There's Shuhei Yoshida. Damn you, Shuhei. Right, yeah, so I'll let the credits... I can't even talk. The credits. I'll let the credits play. I'll just try to gather my thoughts here. Yeah. Whew. It was quite a fun experience in the end. Thank you for everyone who recommended it. I did have a lot of fun. I have to admit though, getting to the end there, I said at the start of this episode, I was a bit at the end of my tether. Not in terms of enjoyment, just in terms of like anxiety. Like, I said I don't do well with these kind of experiences, man. I just don't. I'll tell you a funny story actually. Where I used to work, there was a pretty hot girl who worked there. I wasn't really interested in her. She was a bit of a Jessica, not much between the ears. At the end of the shift one day, at the end of her shift one day, I hadn't quite finished. She asked me if I wanted to go with her to watch Paranormal Activity. Yeah. And, I had no plans. I can't really say no. I really didn't want to go. I've always hated horror. Like a lifelong hatred of horror. Never liked it. And but you think, oh, that's not that scary. When you watch scary films, it's not that bad. But keep in mind, this was when I think it was Paranormal Activity 2, the one that was really, really popular. And the cinema was packed, was absolutely full, sold out with people, and we were sat right at the front, so I couldn't see anybody. And just like I was just sat there, just being completely emasculated by every little jump scare in the film. And because the cinema was so full, you had everybody else like reacting behind you, like going like, oh my god, in Manchester, so it was just like, oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what, that just moved? The lamp moved, like all that stuff. And I could see the funny side, but like I every jump scare got me, every single one, and they gradually build in that film. I just look across to her like whatever chance I had here is just dissipated, just like down the plug hole. So I have a lifelong, history of just not dealing well with anything remotely like this. So yeah, I'm not going to be in a rush to play any more horror games. I'm never say never to anything. If there's another experience like this that's choice based, I know that I can't remember. Is it Supermassive? They've just released. Is it called Man of Medan? Man of Medan? I don't know how you say it. I saw that popping up when all the Let's Players and stuff were being sort of given early access. I saw that popping up on Twitter with a few people, but it didn't really look too interesting. I don't think it's been reviewed too well. Although I know this didn't get reviewed massively well, but it still is a fun game. I was a bit. I wasn't. I can't say I'm disappointed in how Ashley died because that was 100% my fault. I saw it coming and did it anyway. I sort of weaseled my way into reasoning to do it. But for Jess, I'm a bit more annoyed about that one. Yeah. On one hand, yeah, it seems a bit silly. If she was panicking, she would have been able to run quick enough. It just makes Matt look like a bit of a coward, doesn't it? We're going to get post credits. Volume, Matt. Yeah. Don't make me play anymore.
There's something down here.
I have a visual on a survivor. One survivor, repeat. Is that?
Oh, fuck.
Stay back! Stay back! No, no! Stay back!
Oh, thank God. I thought they were going to make me do more stuff. Ooh. That's a bit annoying that he turned. I mean, why did he turn? He didn't eat. Maybe he was starving down there. Maybe he ate Ashley's head. Sam escaped. Mike escaped. Mike escaped. Ashley died in the mine. Emily escaped. Chris escaped. Was Matt like a secondary character at this point? Josh recognised Hannah and Hannah recognised Josh. Josh was alive, trapped, and cannibalistic. Well, that sucks. Could I have done something to save him? What could you have done to save him? I think maybe I think you maybe could have saved him. If I'm thinking of decisions, I'm thinking. Where is it? Which one is it? Anyway, not run or hide. Ah. Who gets the gun? This one. This one. I don't necessarily think Josh would have got locked up in the barn if we would have done this one differently, because then Chris would have been more lenient on him. And then perhaps Chris would have convinced Mike to bring him back to the lodge. And then he wouldn't have got taken by the Wendigo, and he would never have been in the mines at all, and he would have only had to have escaped the lodge and would never have been trapped in the mines. I think I'm right there. I might not have been able to save Josh, given that it's yeah. Let's have a little look at the bonus content. We've got meet the cast, making a scene, science of fear, 1,000 pages, the score. Wow, from stage to screen. There's Chris. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, that's not cool. I don't want to see that. Oh, I'll watch these in my own time. There's a lot of them. What is that? Is that the actress who played Sam? What's her name? Hayden something. She looks a lot different in that picture. Yeah, so overall a good experience, an experience that could not possibly have been any longer for me. If that would have been any longer, I would have been at my wit's end. In one sense, I think it built up quite nicely. On the other hand, I can understand why people said it took a while to get going, as it's sort of explicitly considered a horror game, like choice-based horror game. But I don't mind slow build-ups. You know, I feel like a slow build-up has a decent payoff. But I suppose the slow build up would have been better had maybe I don't know if they would have not done the jump scares, the fake jump scares, like when they were trying to playfully scare each other, when Jess did it to Mike, when Chris did it to Sam, when Mike did it to Emily and Matt, when Matt did it to Ash, all those sort of fake ones. Like it was a bit of a bait and switch, wasn't it? And I feel like they maybe resulted in you not, maybe not taking when it got serious. Maybe you weren't quite as scared as you. I was scared. I was scared as anything the whole time. I suppose my only game design complaint, this kind of related to Ashley and the trapdoor, kind of, is the way they, all the extra stuff, all the extra collectibles and stuff was always in an extra area, like when we were in the sanatorium the second time and Mike, we could have gone straight on, we could have gone to the doctor's office, and in the doctor's office there's the wooden panel with the light coming through that he had to break through to get to the doctor's office. Now that's good. That looks, just as much as that looks like just as much of a trap as the hand and the trap door. But it's that thing in game design where the optional path always has something useful down it, right? That sort of mentality. I guess that's maybe that's my fault. But when they did use that though, all the extra paths always had a totem or a clue down them, right? So yeah, you'd always sort of take the extra path to get that information, which is why I always sort of felt the need to press everything. Obviously, that only had real serious consequences once for Ashley. I was disappointed not to save Wolfie, obviously, and I should have been able to save Jess. That one was, I should have hid. I just should have hid. I should never have run. I just should have looked at her and seen her, and I even said, why are you walking so slow? I didn't think she was that badly hurt on her legs. So I should have then thought, right, she's limping around while we're just walking around the level. If we have to run, we need to hide. But yeah, that was a shame. Ashley, I can live with that one because I call it a contrarian cycle where I'm making good points, but my nature is always to disagree with someone, even if it's myself. So I felt the need to go, well, but the door looks a bit rickety. If there was a Wendigo in there, it'd break through. But obviously the Wendigos play traps and all that stuff. So I don't know. We didn't even have to have the one with Chris. That one. Maybe we would have got that if he had to stay behind. Perhaps. We've got some updates here. Yeah, the Wendigo had the tattoo. Yeah, these were all butterfly. In case you missed one, they gave you several opportunities. Right, so yeah, overall I enjoyed it, but I also lamented it. So thanks for the recommendations, guys. I had a real fun time. It was more of a play along with you guys as well. Your tips were vital in helping me to survive most of the time. I didn't quite take the full hint with some of it, as I should have done, perhaps with the Wendigos playing traps to save Ashley. But I managed to get all the don't moves after the one I messed up. I managed to get right. The psychologist was a bit... I don't really know how... all those choices we made at the start of the game? Like, I don't know how those influence things. Like the clown or the zombies or the snake or the whatever, cockroaches, whatever the choices were. I didn't see a snake the whole time. So, I don't know. I'm sure they had an influence on something. And what was the other thing I was just about to say? The one thing I did notice, like I said, because I had to replay because I lost that bloody save, the one thing changed, and I don't know why it changed, but that it was. And I did say at the time, so when Emily was running from the Wendigo in the mines, and she goes up in the lift after you choose to go right. I don't know what happens if you go left, but if you choose to go right, which I did when I did it the first time, she went straight up the lift and ran out. But when I did it, the one that you guys saw, we're going up the lift, and I had to do a don't move, which took me completely off guard because I was expecting to just run out. I was preparing for a quick time event, and then that happened. So I wonder what. In her, maybe because I didn't do anything differently, and maybe I don't think I made one choice different. So I wonder why I had to do that don't move there. Perhaps I did something differently that that I've forgotten about. The only thing that went wrong in the replaying up to that was when I had to redo the bit where Mike was chasing after Jess after she got captured in her underwear. I missed a quick time event when he was climbing down something. But she still survived, obviously, so it didn't matter for that. I don't see why that would affect Emily. Maybe I did something different with Matt. Anyway, so I really hope you've enjoyed this series, guys. Please do not recommend any more horror games. No, you can recommend me whatever the hell you want. Just understand that if it's, I don't know, any of these other like Resident Evil or Amnesia or all this stuff, I'm probably never going to play that kind of stuff. But if it's something like this that's good choice stuff, I feel free to recommend it. But I will happily uninstall this from my PS4 now, and I will hide it under my bed. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I've had a great time with it. Finished earlier than I thought. I didn't think I was going to finish it on this episode, so kind of glad that it's finished, just because, like I said, I was getting a bit panicky. So yeah, leave me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this one, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know, because most of you have played it, I imagine, or a lot of you have. Let me know, who did you manage to keep alive your first time through? Did you do better than me? Did you manage to keep Jess alive? I imagine most people would have kept Jess alive. I just made the really wrong choice choosing to run. Who did you keep alive? Yeah. How were you with the quick time events? I think I was decent with the quick time events, to be fair. I'm all right with those kind of things. I mean, I finished 100%ed Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and the timing you need in that. If you would have got me playing this before I played Sekiro, maybe some of those quick times I would have really struggled. But after playing Sekiro and the godly timing you need to even mildly progress in that game, I was well prepared. All right, so I'm going on a bit now, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So leave me a like if you did too. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join Clan Drummond if you haven't already, so you can see what's coming next. Which after I finish Metro, so I'll probably spend the rest of the week finishing Metro, and then hopefully next weekend I will have started Firewatch and or The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. So I look forward to seeing you in those games in the comments. And just remember, everybody, never trust a Wendigo or an on crate. I'll see you next time.